Yes, boys and girls, we are live in Byhalia, Mississippi. It is college football kickoff. This is the old school tailgate show. We've been doing this for the last couple of years. I really enjoy this where people bring their favorite tailgate food or whatever they want to bring. And we just have a good time with it. So, let's see. Nobody's watching. Are we on?
We're all here.
Yeah, everybody's here. We are live.
Where is that?
I'm not sure where that is. Is it not in Minnesota? I hope it's not in Minnesota. Let's see. I have nobody watching.
No, but you are live.
We are live.
She goes, no, but you
I was
are
hoping we weren't there for a minute.
I was hoping something was wrong. I'm watching now. We got one. No, I'm fixing to share this. This is the old school with Mark and Ashley, or just old school with friends now. I don't know if we might not see Lambert again. I'm not sure. I think he just moved to Florida.
Using that airplane as an excuse.
Using that airplane as an excuse. So, we'll see if he comes back. We have our tailgate show tonight, and whoever wants to come up and tell about what they brought is more than welcome to. We got some Rash dogs here, courtesy of Big Jim. We got a shout out to Raz and Shauna Joe, and Raz dogs. They made 400 of these in Fort Worth at the World Finals, and went through pretty quick.
Real quick.
I
didn't even get any.
Like a world record. Well, if you quit popping teams, maybe you'd make it there someday.
I made it there. I just didn't get a rash dog.
and some Cooper dogs.
That's right, you did. You were there. And Cougar Dog.
One of those dogs.
Rash dogs.
We got Todd made bacon jam, smoked cream cheese with some victory dust from the pit crew. Jenny bought quesadillas. Made quesadillas. She didn't bring nothing. She made them here. Fruit pizza. Daniel got a cheese and sausage plate. Dusty made some blackened shrimp tacos. Good tacos. Right here.
Just a tiny meat.
Cameraman,
Cameraman, G-Man.
can you pan the items for us, please, sir?
Raz is watching us tonight from Quebec, Canada.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Jim told me he was making them, so he
We've been missing you.
Raz is watching tonight from Quebec, Canada.
Wow.
There's the Raz dogs. Look at there.
Him and Shauna Joe's brainchild.
Yeah,
I hate to call her Shauna Joe because it sounds like she's in trouble.
that's right.
Shauna Joe.
Our full names.
Yeah.
That's a little bacon jam, smoked cream cheese. Todd brought that. We got some mango blackened shrimp tacos from Dusty Wiley. Excellent tacos. From our house Italian, we have some stromboli. Got some cupcakes. Some deviled eggs. We got some cupcakes. Some whoopie pie cupcakes. Cheese and sausage plate. All fancied up by Daniel there.
And the Bud Light, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tray.
Crawfish tray
It's
there.
the only tray I had.
Stromboli. So we work on quesadilla. We're going to have a little football in the background here, but it looks like North Carolina and Minnesota are in a weather delay. So We're here. There's other games on TV, but I don't feel like changing the channel. So the food looks good. The fellowship is better. But we're having a good time.
We can bring up Lebanon.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. We will. We have some very talented people in our group. We're filming the Blair Witch for this of the best. So,
Who's filming the Blair Witch? We are.
him. All right. So, Daniel, y'all went to Lebanon last week.
We did.
What happened out there?
So Jeff Maynard, myself, Dusty, Wally went to compete in that the World Food Qualifier.
Yeah.
There's 4 categories: burger, steak, bacon, and dessert.
Yeah.
And we did all 4.
Okay.
I think there was only like 17 teams that did all 4, but there were a good amount of other teams there.
Yeah.
We had a good day. All of our food came together very well. It was very hot, and that played a factor on dessert. We did have some cold dessert.
Frozen ice cream.
Well, it was a frozen ganache with some blueberry and white meat peach topping. And
Yeah.
by the time we got it made, it was beautiful. By the time we got to the table, it started to get a little messy, but it was good enough overall for a 4th place finish. Just
Okay.
got top 3. Bacon category, we did well. It came out pretty good. We took a 2nd place finish on that.
Yeah.
Burger category, we did the same burgers that we've done before, done well with, and we came out on top. 1st place finish with that. And then,
First place.
yes, sir, 1st place finish. And we also did the steak category, ribeye steak, and we took the 1st place finish in that.
Who trimmed and cooked that dude?
That would be me.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna post a picture later. That steak looked like a work of art.
That was really cool.
It was. It's funny you say that because one of the other competitors was walking around while I was doing that, and he came back by about 20, 25 minutes later. He said, "Man, you are still working on that steak?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, I want it to look right." You know?
Yeah.
And of course, it paid off.
It did pay off.
And so we advanced to the World Food Championship in the live fire division
Okay.
again this year.
All right.
It's not going to be in Dallas this year. It's going to be in Indianapolis.
That's right.
So we are looking forward to a new venue and cooking on that new apparatus we got over there
Yeah.
to do that. So
Live fire table.
we had a great weekend. We were very proud of ourselves. Very tired and hot at the end of the day, but we enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, y'all are very talented people. If you've ever seen one of these World Food Championships, even the qualifications, the qualifiers of them, but they do live broadcasts of these, the turn-ins and all that stuff when it's time for the World Food Finals. And you kind of look at the platters that are turned in over this, and it's not only great food, but great looking food, and how it's turned in. Like that steak the other day was probably one of the better presentations I've ever seen. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So take a look at that.
Oh my God.
Take a look at that and see if you will ever try to cook a steak that looks that
No
nice.
flaws.
I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal.
You know,
Thank you, Joe.
I'm used to barbecue, and then jumped into the SCA steak cook.
Yeah.
And one weekend we decided to go do a World Food Qualifier and did not know what to expect.
Yeah.
And when we got there and saw what was being created, we were like, wow, wait a minute, we're out of our league, you know.
Where am I at?
Right. So we had to be somewhat creative on the fly that day. And we did okay, but the next time we were prepared. And now you can't bougie it up enough
Yeah.
to get it. They only call out top 3. The SCA calls out top 10, so you got somewhat of a chance to get your name called.
Yeah.
But when they only do 3,
and they only call 3, and you don't really, if you don't get your name called, you're not really sure where you lined up at.
Right.
I mean, you could be real disappointed and then find out, hey, I got 4th, and be happy about it, you know. So that
kind of happened to us on dessert. Like I said,
Yeah.
I know it got a little messy there towards the turn in, but
and you probably didn't feel that really that good about it. I mean, you like the way it tastes and everything, but
we weren't as excited about that because we knew it was going to be somewhat messy in the end. But we were very confident on our other dishes, and it paid off.
Yeah. Well, like we were saying, I hadn't seen Mark in a couple of weeks. He went straight from
Mark,
Lamprey, the place. We're at his place.
got on it.
Yeah, the guy that owns this building. So we hadn't seen him in a couple of weeks. He was at where was he before?
Mexico first.
He was in Mexico. That's right. Then he went to Florida.
Yeah,
He was in Chicago, and then he went to Mexico. Then he went to Florida at Key West, and he went to Key West. And I asked him Monday. I said, "Hey man, you flying home?" And he goes, "No, I'm going up here with Jim Compart. We're going to catch some fish up here at Cape Corral." I said, "Okay, cool." Didn't know when he was coming home. I said, "Hey, we're going to do this show anyway." I talked to Daniel the other Monday. I said, "Hey, we're going to do this show anyway. I don't know when Lambert's coming home." So we're still going to do the tailgate thing. Let everybody bring their own tailgate food. No one person has to cook, that kind of thing. So we did this, and it was time to do it anyway. And then this cat was trying to come back today, and it's not happening. So I don't know what happened to the plane. They let Joe work on it or what. I'm not sure, but oh. But anyway,
well, we wish him safe travels, and maybe he can come back and join us one week on Thursday night.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, we do wish for him safe travels. Let's see. Labor Day weekend coming up. Anybody got any big plans? Going to the lake? Anything?
Going to the lake.
Going to the lake.
Might be one of the last
hoorahs of the summer.
Daniel, I see you there.
They're going to be there too?
Y'all going?
Okay. Same people?
Oh, I think they were trying to go with you.
Oh.
Is that what it was? Oh, I don't know.
Somebody's gotta work, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, you got to work? I'll see.
Some of us have to. Some of us have to.
Are you open on Monday?
Huh? No, I'm not open on Monday. We got to work on Saturday. Then, let's see. We got some SCA coming up.
Following weekend, the 7th.
We got Ashland. We got
Susan will be there repping.
Yeah, Susan will be there repping. I gotta look at the weather
Super
forecast.
qualifier.
Double super qualifier.
Double super qualifier.
Yeah.
What's the double super?
A and B.
A and B.
Oh,
Okay.
the winners of both will get. Okay.
Wow, nice.
All expenses paid, he said.
Well, not all.
I want to go to the fair.
Well, you might want to come around 7 Friday night. Don't get your hopes up.
I might stay in Ashland after hours.
So, what, 2 years ago we were there cooking?
Last year.
Was it last year?
Last year we went. Is that it, Susan?
The fair was there. There was a booth with Chrono Pups.
You
right
couldn't even
there,
get a snow cone
and nothing was open.
in the middle of the
We
day
just
on a Saturday.
sat there and looked
Nothing
at
was
it all
open. We
day.
had to look at a. Have you ever looked at a fair and it not be open?
And that corn dog was just calling my name. I could hear it.
Oh, they were cranking up the grease to warm it up, and I'm like, just to like stir it up good. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Like I said earlier, it might have been just for looks. People driving by
Yeah.
and see it. But,
Well, I mean, you can't get a snow cone. You can't get a corn
I
dog.
wanted a funnel cake.
Wonderful.
They would so the heck out of snow.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was 145 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look at the extended forecast before I make a commitment to that. I'm not really ready for that.
And then the third week is corn.
If it was anything like today, not a chance.
Yeah, the 7th is also the World Squirrel Cook-Off
Overall.
over in Arkansas. With
And that's where Big Jim, you'll be there, correct?
Big Jim will be there, and I think Lambert will be there if he ever comes back to Florida.
Maybe I'll get it like this time. We didn't last time.
Yeah, if you want something, you better eat it. You better get the first bowl of it.
But right now, the high in Ashland is 86.
Or what now?
The high in Ashland for next Saturday is 86.
86. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. I feel like with this fan, I am yelling.
No?
Am I not? If I get hot, I'll turn that back on. But I felt like I was yelling. I still might be loud. I'm not really sure, but it felt like I couldn't hear anybody.
So what's the ancillary there in that?
Corn?
Anything corn.
Anything corn.
Well, it's not dogs. Not corn dogs.
It won't be dogs.
It won't be dogs. I can tell you that because they won't have the grease
Do
on.
that, was it tuna lasagna with the brisket?
That's
Am
not
I gonna
happening.
do that? We'll come back to that.
Yeah, let's not.
We all got our pockets ready.
Huh?
We got our pockets full and ready for what you're going to try next.
Yeah, so I'll have to find something better than the
Yeah.
tuna loop casserole. It didn't go over so well, I don't think.
It's not going to for anybody.
You know what I mean?
Uh-uh.
So
Joe
take
might
that
eat
out
it.
of the
Joe
book.
might eat it.
I've got a book at home, Pit Crew book. It's
Yeah.
got,
I would never get that
broke
published or anything.
down to by categories.
Yeah.
So you're saying that should not make published?
Yeah.
I want something
Listen to Charlie.
Rose it
Hey,
down.
Charlie.
Good evening, young ladies. That's what she called us.
That's what you call us?
Yeah.
Tell her how many she had already.
Maybe she's thinking of something else.
She likes them Bartles and James wine coolers, don't
Okay.
White Mountain
Don't prove it
Coolers.
on
she?
camera.
Yeah.
Don't prove it on camera.
Yeah. I don't know. Where's Mark? I don't know.
Well,
He's in Florida.
He's in Florida. I don't know. If you came here to watch Old School with Mark and Ashley and didn't see Mark, I'm sorry.
you're disappointed. with me
If you're
sitting here.
disappointed, I totally understand.
You need to get one of those cutouts.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
Get Mark.
If he misses one more show, we'll probably have
Have
to.
to, yeah.
Well, I got hot.
It didn't take long.
No, it didn't take long.
But it could be worse. We did have a front come through that helped cool it down.
This is
So
our application showing up. Old School and Ashley and whoever fits in the seat.
Well, I told Daniel a couple weeks ago it's Old School with Friends or the Old School Crew or something.
Yeah.
What did he make for Daniel didn't make anything for dessert. He made a cheese and sausage plate, and it's got peppers and nothing unusual on it, and it looks fine.
but I do have something in the works.
Let's not talk about it.
Boy.
Oh, I'm not going to give it away.
Oh, I'm scared.
That's fine.
Do not bring it to Arlington.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will turn it in for an ancillary if you do.
Arlington?
Arlington.
Hey, also, I was ready to donate. Well, you can donate regardless. I don't have to eat nothing. You can donate if you want to.
Please do.
Yeah, please do. Arlington is October 18th and 19th.
Like a million ancillaries. A
Yeah.
million ancillaries starting at like 2 in the
On
afternoon.
Friday, yeah.
There's a SCA cook that Friday night, and then
Where is
barbecue on
That's South
Saturday.
Haven.
Huh?
That's in South Haven, right?
No, Arlington.
No, the SCA
Right.
cook.
I'll Saturday, there's an NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Friday,
Oh, right.
about a bazillion pencils.
South Haven's best.
Both of
That's
it.
in the two, it's FCA.
I need a baby
Oh,
Jesus.
ancillary.
Charlie, you do need a baby Jesus. Let's see. Probably gonna miss that one. That's also the day of, huh? I'm probably gonna miss South Haven. I'm probably gonna miss Arlington too. Why do I miss anything?
Wait a minute. Discuss this.
Huh?
That's it. We got to discuss this. We'll talk about it off
Well,
camera.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Hey,
Y'all didn't.
do I gotta pay a day's salary to get you to come over?
I don't think that's gonna help.
Time and a half?
Huh?
Time and a half?
Double time?
So also that day is Roast and Boast in Columbus, Columbus, Mississippi.
Yeah.
You work too much. You ain't never lied. That Charlie said that. Told me I work too much.
I think I'm gonna have to buy big money and shut it down.
Shoot, I wish you would, brother. You can buy me right out of the golf cart business.
Unfortunately, you're in that field where it does require to be open on weekends.
Yeah, it does require to be open on weekends. I play my part. But I like my job. So glad I have one.
Sure.
So that's September, October, and I had to do it that way because we're going to the Jack the week before. So yeah. So we're going to the Jack the week before, and I couldn't be in Arlington the next week. So
we did talk about that.
the Jack was one of those that, man, I didn't, I had an opportunity and even though we're not competing, but just we're doing Cook's Church and cooking for the people over there. So I'm pretty excited. Bill, man, in the house. What now?
You in the oil field, Bill?
Competing.
Yeah.
See at the house.
Bill, you out there in the oil field or you at the house? Be careful either way. So we got a little college football going on right now. We got Colorado and North Dakota State. North Dakota State used to be Division II. Delta State used to play them
Oh, yeah?
sometimes. So I didn't know at home. I didn't know North Dakota. They must have just recently bumped up.
There were several different rearrangements this year.
Oh, yeah. The Pac-12 is now the Pac-2. There's only 2 teams in the Pac-2. There's some California teams in the Atlantic Coast Conference. So there's a lot of things that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But we are going to a 12-team playoff system, and so it should be interesting, especially for my boys down in Oxford that have been so close but so far away.
Yeah.
And so I think our best shot at it is this year. And
It's been a good chance. But one thing stayed the same as tailgate.
Tailgating has
And
stayed
like
the
we
same.
did.
And no matter what team you're pulling for, I'm always pulling for team food.
That's right.
So if you, what's your favorite, like, I know you brought cheese and sausage plate today, but what's your, like, tailgate can't do without? Like, if you show up and there's that tailgate food there, like, don't hold up a beer. This is a family show. I'm joking.
Probably a chips and dip. Got to be one.
Chips and dip, Rotel, or are we a 7-layer dip kind of dude? Or
I'm not, but I like a good rotel.
I like a 7-layer, but I don't like all the layers. I don't put all the
Me too.
layers on.
Right.
Like I leave off the gummy worms and Fruit Loops.
So kind of like your Common Core math.
Yeah, yeah. So So, like, you know, beans, cheese, but I leave off the black olives. I can't do olives. Sorry. It's like
what's
Tide Pods.
your favorite gotta have there? At Tailgate?
Well, Mike Brown brought up wings since he's the wing
I was
guy.
gonna do that,
You
but
know, wings.
I didn't have time. I was rushed.
Yeah, most of the time, it all depends on what time of the day the game is. Like, if we're going to a game, you know, if it's a morning game or afternoon game or whatever. But if it's at my house, I gotta have Rotel. I have a friend in Florida that I said, "Oh man, we made some chips and Rotel," and he goes, "What's Rotel?" I'm like, "Come on, dude, come on." So I like Rotel.
Yep.
Kebabs.
What'd you say?
Kebabs. Any sausage.
Kebabs.
Yeah, chicken kebabs, sausage kebabs.
Yeah,
They hit different above the Mason Dixon.
yeah, they do that up there.
Yeah.
Things on a stick. I got you.
Well, they got the pastry.
Breakfast, I like sausage. If it's a
Sauce.
morning game, 11 o'clock game,
Yeah.
I think she said Miss Susan says sausage balls. I think sausage balls.
You think Christmas?
Well, yes, but I think sausage balls can be done anytime. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It's good breakfast food. It's
Yes.
good snacks, whatever.
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs is good. I saw. It all depends on if it's going to be outside. Like if it's hot or whatever, I probably wouldn't go the deviled egg route if it was hot outside and it was sitting outside just eating. You know.
Brownies are usually pretty popular.
Brownies, chicken strips, the what did you say?
Sliders.
Sliders.
You have never been to a tailgate and didn't have a hot dog.
And then, yeah, hot dogs are pretty much the all-American tailgate food. It was probably the first tailgate food, I would say.
But it's for other sports too. It's just not football.
No,
It's baseball.
it's baseball. Ballpark. When you go to a ball game, you think about a hot dog.
You
Because
gotta buy that $12
It's
dog.
portable. It's easy to eat. You know.
And they're still expensive.
Oh no, I didn't
Sure.
say they weren't expensive.
Yeah. A hot dog soda combo at a ball game.
Oh, I had to finance that one time.
Yeah. Or let me leave my kid right here. Let me leave my kid right here. I'll bring you back some money.
I guess I made enough money on hot dog that they're rebuilding the stadium in Memphis. We're gonna be at half the stadium this year.
That's right.
Looking at the railroad track.
That's right.
We're sitting on the other side.
Yeah, I hope those Memphis Tigers, you know, they probably decide to fill the stadium up this year.
That's
But,
how. My
Yeah.
parent have it with them.
Yeah, by tearing half of it down.
Yeah, they used to do dollar dog night at the Phillies games. And then they had to stop because he would buy extra hot dogs when they started losing for him on the field. But dollar dog night. I was brought up
Dollar
not to
dog.
waste food.
Huh?
I was brought up not to waste
I'll
food.
say, I'm all
no.
extras and take it home for dinner or lunch
Yeah.
the next day or something.
But my great grandmother washed aluminum foil. We were not raised to waste food by any means. Just never. Does it look like I've wasted any food in all my life? It's not
Yeah, well, I
happening.
know of some.
249 this morning, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Good.
Well, good for you. I hung up somewhere around 300.
249? You wasted that pan of two loops.
I'm down.
Well,
Yeah, 280.
that pan of tuna loops should have been wasted. You wasted a good box of Fruit Loops. You know, I hadn't been able to look at that cereal the same way.
Was it the dragon fruit on top?
No,
Going on?
no, the dragon fruit didn't do it.
No.
But I had a good relationship. With Toucan Sam.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like we discussed about it, it was a creative dish, presented well, but you said something about the loop absorbing all the tuna oil and water and
Yeah,
getting
the
really
Fruit-
soggy.
The Fruit Loop. Yeah,
So that probably did it.
yeah. It soaked up way too much of it. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it at all.
Ashley, all this talk about tailgate food. In October, at the Southfield contest for SCA, the answer is tailgate.
Best tailgate food?
Tailgate.
I'm gonna need one of y'all to come recreate some of this for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
You will be there.
Mom, I don't know. I just heard
You're
that
right.
somewhere. I don't know that I actually had a grandmother that washed
Yeah.
aluminum foil. I was thinking Mama Gordon did that, but maybe not.
You got to talk.
My mom's calling me out. My mom's calling me out. I said, something funny, and she's like, "What grandmother? No, you didn't have a grandmother that could wash aluminum foil. Nobody's gonna bust you out like your mother. Is that right?
In front of everybody.
In front of everybody. Yeah. Let's see. So, I don't know, man. I think the whole point of the tailgate was to like gather our friends and fellowship and kind of like what we do here, and kind of everybody bring their own. It's kind of like a potluck at church or something, where everybody brings their own flair to it, and
Some of them, and especially the professional games, NFL and baseball too, but they go all out.
Oh, sure.
My son and I got to go to a Cowboys game last year, and I'd never seen so much being done in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, booths were. Who asked him?
Yeah.
I'm talking from disco balls and lights and grills and parties.
Yeah.
Big parties.
Yeah. I never, we did tailgating some at, I saw some tailgating done at Rams games, and I went to a few when I lived in St. Louis. And some friends of my bosses and stuff, they were cooking gumbo or something like that, or a chili, something, because it was always cold, during football, when, good into football season. Thing is I like outdoor football games. I believe that's just the way football ought to be played. We went to a playoff game for St. Louis one year, and it was freezing cold outside, right?
Jim said on real grass.
On real grass. I got you. And so I'm sitting there in a coat. We're walking up, and then you get inside, and you have to shed all that off because it's 72 degrees inside there, like a Walmart, And so that's one thing I didn't ever like. I'd rather bundle up for the cold and kind of be out there, and not have to hold my coat and find a place to put it, and all that.
You got to walk through a foot of snow to get to your seat.
But
I didn't do
growing up, I used to watch the football games, and you'd see a lot more games played in the snow
Yeah.
than you do now.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more domes.
Right.
Even in the college game, there's a lot more domes than there was. I think if the Green Bay Packers can play outside, then anybody should be able to.
And they do. Frozen tundra.
I mean, frozen country. Brought up a good tailgate question right here. Charlie are you, when it comes to chili, and I think we've had this debate before, chili, team beans or no beans?
No beans.
Personally, beans.
Personally, beans.
No beans.
No beans.
But I like either way.
I don't think I care either way.
I'm
Yeah.
not
They
a.
want beans, but it wants spaghetti.
Yeah.
Well, this spaghetti.
I'm not
With
a.
beans?
I like chili. Cincinnati chili.
Yeah, it all depends on what I'm eating it. If I'm putting it on a hamburger,
Yes.
I want Texas Red. I want a chili,
Yeah, no beans.
no beans.
Right.
If I'm putting it on a hot dog, same way, no beans.
Right.
I'm
I'll eat it.
I mean, I like beans, so you can't like, but mainly like not a whole lot of beans, but I'll smash them up to make it thicker. You know what I'm saying? For the thickening of the beans, you can like smash it up and make it a little meatier. But I like beans.
Yeah. I like it both ways, but I personally cook it with things.
Skyline, that is trash, dude.
Skyline.
Skyline chili.
Love it.
Can't say that.
They put chili on top of spaghetti.
That's like something I would do
Yeah,
or make.
yeah.
Sits that.
All right. So, all right. Charlie brought up the next point. Hot dogs, grilled or boiled?
Oh,
Grill.
Grilled. Hands down. I'm not a boiled hot dog.
Maybe
Boom.
boiled in beer and then grilled off.
Now, brats, yes.
Yeah.
Brats,
But boiled on the grill.
yeah. But I'm not just a boiled hot dog kind of person.
I mean, that was childhood. didn't
Childhood
like that.
stuff,
Yeah.
like brings up,
Sauerkraut and weenies. And
Yeah.
like that.
oh, I can eat some sauerkraut and weenies now.
I blew mine.
That what?
What is that thing you made me eat?
That was the tuna loop casserole.
Tuna love, yeah.
No. Why do we keep bringing this up? It's
It
like a
was
bad
popular.
rating.
It's popular. I'm telling you.
It's
Just
popular because nobody else ate it.
Just because you didn't like it does not
But
mean.
you did not eat it. You spit it out.
It was enough. Jenny, you wouldn't have lasted a second with that.
Well, we'll see next time if you do. I'll do it if you do.
No, I've already done it.
I can try to recreate it. I mean, it's tough. Right?
It is tough. All right, so yeah, the char and you get that snap. We had the hot dogs from Siggy's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Natural casing, all beef hot dog, the best hot dog I've ever had in my life. You get a snap in every bite. We went out to the Trip Haggard cook-off in Tulsa a few years back. 189 degrees on the pavement or something crazy stupid like that. I'm not lying to you. I've told this story before. There was like one of those plastic covers over the table, and they had the steak sitting out there. And when they picked up the steak to flip it over or give it to you, they had to pull it off the table like it was the fat had already started melting and stuck to the table, and it made that sound like, you know, it's like yeah,
Suction.
it like suctioned on the table. So it was just crazy. But anyway, we're in the parking lot of this meat store, and they made their own meats. It was a German sausage store, and they made the best hot dog ever. Ever. Mark ordered some for the 4th of July, I think. Like, ordered some, brought in. Yeah. They were good.
But definitely grilled. Definitely grilled.
I like to also like the griddle. Mike brought up like flat top griddle one. Like you split that bad boy, lay it down, then make you like a Chicago style dog. Put some peppers on it, a little tomato, a little onion, little sport peppers. That's a good dog right there. But the Raz dog is where it's at. I'm gonna tell you, the Kelly's mustard and the Pico. The Shauna Joe's Pico, that's it right there. If you could have a Siggy's hot dog and the Raz combination, it'd be pretty damn good. Be pretty dang good. So, what else we got going on, Dan?
I'm just excited about the football season starting. There's cooler weather coming, and
Cooler weather coming.
we'll start cooking more in these contests now. I had to take a break from the heat.
I told you a couple weeks ago, I have not cooked competitively since Smoke Slam. I have not cooked a steak since Fort Worth.
Yep.
So
Me too.
I don't know. I'm not sure that I can do it.
I may not this year.
So I'm not. I don't know. I threw a couple on the grill at the house the other night just to see if I could get some lines right, and they looked all right. And they tasted pretty good.
I think you could do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I might have to get you to trim my steak. Is there anything against the rules on that? Because that trim you did, bro, that was
You saying yours didn't look like his competition?
There is now.
no.
There didn't used to be, but there is now.
Oh, they're gonna make a rule over it now, aren't
They
they?
already have.
Oh, have they? Are they sure?
Yeah.
I thought I just had to pick it out and cook it. I didn't know I had to trim it too.
You don't even have to figure it out, but you gotta do everything else.
Really? Damn.
So they get you
What goes on in my trailer? What goes on in my trailer?
right. What goes on in the trailer stays in the trailer.
I've been too close to G-Man. I'm breaking rules, baby.
I'm turning in a 2-bone steak.
I'm turning in a bone-in steak.
20 minutes late.
Yeah. If you want it cut, you cut it. You cut the bones.
They got it.
They cut it.
cut it, and you want it.
Yeah, I can't believe that crap. I'm gonna talk about that for the rest of my life.
But that wasn't the first time, though. That's what made it a little better.
Yeah. It wasn't the first time. It won't be the last.
I had somebody send a picture. We went up and did Portersville. I don't know who sent it. I don't want to know who sent it. But somebody sent a picture of an ancillary to Brett and said, "This is going to hit your plate if it hasn't already." And then she said, "Since when is charcoal edible?" She thought it was charcoal in the box. I said, "First of all, charcoal is edible. Second of all, that marshmallows, they're black marshmallows."
Because she did a cookie and make it look like a steak and there's grill lines on it. So she did the marshmallows. I don't know how the cookie tastes, but there wasn't any marshmallows.
Well, that's creative.
Yeah.
Dragon fruit will dress it up anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
One little thing.
I don't even like dragons anymore.
Red and white really makes it.
I don't like dragons anymore. I'm not a big fan of fruit. Fruit Loops.
Mayonnaise.
Man, I hadn't eaten a tuna sandwich since then. I have eaten a mayonnaise. But I mean, I think you maybe whooped me out of tuna. I mean, completely. And I like tuna salad. Just not tuna salad and Fruit Loops together. You have ruined my life.
I think it was a pretty popular dish.
So,
I think I got people that will agree with me.
none of them ate it.
You collect $225.
I
It earned the money.
Make money.
It made money.
Presentation was on point,
It made money.
and we're still talking about it.
I put food on somebody's
Really?
table.
Hey, you
I'd like
know,
to point out, I ate it for free. I ate it for
There's
free.
that.
I mean,
We can do it on the show one night if you want. I will give that one up.
I don't want to.
Man, you don't want to give that recipe out. That'll be.
I don't mind giving that one up. Maybe one night when
Still gotta
Mark's
cook
here
it
and
next
he's
year.
not.
That's
we'll do
true.
it.
That's true.
Yeah, I want Lambert to see this.
Okay, so if he's here next week, then
Well, no, I don't want to even want to see it again. Never mind, I'll take that back. I don't want to see it again.
when's your birthday again?
No, I'm not telling anybody.
I'm just changing the subject.
Huh?
When's your birthday?
Don't
Come
lie
on.
to me, Daniel Haley.
I want to make him a cake.
Yeah,
Cake would be
I know
good.
what kind of cake I
No,
see.
Now that didn't go over so well.
Yeah, bologna,
It got
and cream
eaten.
cheese, and pickles.
It got eaten.
Hey, it'll be a diet cake. It'll be a diet.
Keto, yeah, keto friendly.
Yeah.
Take that.
I'm gonna tell you,
Remember those angel
that Fruit
food
Loops and tuna fish was diet too.
You know the angel food, like
Well,
when
you
put
throw
it in
up
a
the rest of
bowl
what
and
you
it's
got.
got that hole in the center.
Yeah, yeah.
Make the cake, make it all good, and then put tuna in the hole. Tuna surprise.
No,
Tuna.
no.
Yes.
I'm never eating nothing from none of y'all again. Unless I see you make it. No, my birthday's in October.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. So,
And guess what? I'm working on that day. It's on a Saturday, and I'm working.
happy birthday.
Yeah. It's the Saturday after Arlington.
I knew it was coming up.
It's the Saturday after Arlington.
We know where his job is. We can bring up to his job.
Hey, I've taken him something to his job before on his birthday.
Yeah. Some friends bring me, like, actually food and a milkshake
Like edible.
and things I want to eat.
I want some of that together.
Yeah. So, yeah.
When is your birthday?
October 26th.
It's still a little ways away, but I knew it
Yeah.
was coming.
I'll be 48 this year. Be 48.
48.
Think so. Somewhere
What
around.
did that? What was
You
that?
look young. You don't look that
Oh,
old.
really?
Yeah. You look 28.
Whatever. Lies. You sit on a throne of lies, young Jenny.
He's married, Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a married man. You can't tell a married man he looks 29 or 28.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Not anybody believe you.
I don't care.
I
So you
got
hear it, right?
Jim looks younger than me.
With the hat on, you look better.
No, it's
I
gray in
look
my
like
beard.
72.
Huh?
I only look about 72.
Shoot. When I tell you this, that ages me a lot.
I can't do that.
Well, I mean, we know I'm pretty particular about my hair, so yeah, I gotta keep.
I mean, this dude right here spends. How many hair products do you have at your house that belong to you?
I can't say.
Do you have
You
that? Do you have that spray stuff?
Yeah, I got some out. Glove box.
You
Yeah,
get that?
fill in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that spray paint with that fuzzy paint hair.
But I rarely need it. I mean, I will check it, from time to time.
Would you
I
say
will-
you have more than 3 hair products in your arsenal?
Honestly,
Yeah.
no. I have shampoo, and a whole bottle will go a long way.
Yeah.
And I have a brush.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Well, I mean, I got you beat on that. I got the 3-in-1 body wash and hair wash,
And then you got the beard stuff.
and I got the beard wash. So I do have you beat on that. But most of mine gets washed out of one bottle. I mean, you know, if you're to a point where you can buy a bottle of some soap and it covers everything, body, hair, you know, all that, conditioner. I mean, you're pretty much not caring about what your hair looks like at that point in time.
But now, Charlie,
What do you say?
We're talking barbecue. What are we talking?
No, we're talking. Hey, this is not just a barbecue show. This is a life show.
and this is how you look at the contest when you
Yeah,
if you're lucky
and
enough
look,
to make stage.
obviously his hair is important to him. The first thing he says when his number gets called is, "How's my hair?" Well, that's the first thing he
True.
says, so obviously it means a whole lot to him.
If I'm not mistaken, when we were at Smoke Slab, somebody had to bring your hair products out there because you forgot.
You forgot your hair products? Was that you? Wasn't me. Charlie says she's got some hair filaments. And I think that's the spray that you're kind of looking for, that kind of fill in, that kind of gap filler. Because I had to have maybe an intervention with my buddy Daniel. Like somebody took some pictures and I shared some pictures of Darren Cook's church in Fort Worth. And I said, "Daniel, that's you." And he goes, "No, that can't be me. That guy's got too. He doesn't have
The
enough
guy was
hair.
bald in the back.
He's balding in the back." And I said, "Bro, that's you." And really, you don't really know that until you see it. Like,
From that angle.
from that angle, you're like, you know. Some of us think we're skinny until we see a picture of ourselves.
What do I say? The scale says I lost all this weight, but when I walk by the mirror, I'm like, that line's skinny.
There's line scales all over the place. Charlie says it comes in 25 different colors, so they can match whatever you got going on
I
up
can
there.
see a Fruit Loop swirl.
Yeah.
She got any openings next week?
You got any openings, Charlie? We can have it looking like Dennis Rodman up there.
She probably got a
No, I
collection
want
of
it to be
Bosley.
natural.
Natural?
Natural, yeah.
Yeah. Natural artificial hair.
You know what?
I think that
natural
works.
I think you like my dad. You probably using that greasy formula of whatever the hell it is. Keep
Man.
the gray out.
I'm going to
got
tell
some
you.
grays coming in now.
I earned all my gray. I got $2.
Hey, she said, let's go Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. What you got going on Tuesday?
We're practicing Tuesday on it. Yeah.
Practicing
practice
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All right. He's got practice Tuesday. World Foods practice. Gotcha. Have to reschedule with Charlie.
Actually, can I have Tuesday?
Huh?
I need a haircut. Ask her if I can have Tuesday.
Hey, Big Jim wants Tuesday, Charlie. We're making hair appointments on this show.
Well, there's another one. Can she just come up on a Thursday? We'll have to look up here.
Yeah, hey Charlie,
Do it at old
can
school.
you
Leave
just
them
come
out.
up here and cut hair on Thursdays?
Maybe like once a month.
Like
everybody
once
gets
a
tightened
month,
up.
everybody gets a little tighten up. I don't know, some plug-ins.
Charlie got Bosley over here.
Yeah, she Bosley Hair Treatment Center.
She can bring a bowl and do it old school.
I can come to the house. No, I mean, can you come to the warehouse
Yes.
on Thursdays? Absolutely, she said.
Well, that might be a fun show too.
Okay, haircut Thursdays at Old School.
Cooking and cuts.
Yeah,
Cooking and cutting.
cooking and cutting.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm serious.
Cooking here,
Hamburgers and haircuts.
Wow.
It's endless, ladies and gentlemen. It's endless. The possibilities. Yeah. Perms and pizza.
hot dogs and hair.
I pass on that.
Hey, you got you might look good with a little perm. Perm. Yeah. Look at G-Man. G-Man got that natural perm.
It's Colombian part.
Son, that's Colombian.
Colombia, yeah.
Look at that. That Colombian. Huh?
Booger candy.
Yeah. He got that from running from the law so fast. It started curling up. That little Colombian was running so fast. He was kicking a soccer ball the whole time. And he was like, what are you doing? You don't have to do that. Hey, man. We got a lot of food here.
Yeah.
We got a lot of food.
I'm gonna have one heck of a to-go plate.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a to-go plate too.
Right.
One thing that Daniel does not go anywhere without is his Axe spray.
Axe body spray.
It
Ah.
doesn't smell good in every competition.
He's like
He's
like a bad smelling boy band.
I have a tendency to sweat in hot weather.
Yes.
Um,
He's got to have the smelling good. He
so,
always smells
I
good.
like to, make sure the hair looks good and smell fresh if I get lucky enough to get on stage.
He's got to have a few extra shirts
He's
with
gonna
him.
get all the hugs.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't want to be that way.
You don't want to. That's right. You don't want to
He
walk up there
smells,
and then
he
know you
smells
for
like Cool Rush.
See, I stay thinking that way. If I'm walking somewhere, they clear me a path.
Jeez. They don't even want to be around me.
that. Well, it kind of became that from the one time I did that when we were hot and sweaty, and freshened up, so to speak.
Where was
I won.
that? Oh, we were at Boone. We were in
I
Boonville.
was actually here,
It was here.
but then I started doing it from there on. And,
Oh, yeah.
And Dusty will tell you, I did it this past weekend and loving it. And it seems to be a lucky
Yeah.
omen or something.
I think I went to that trailer one time and I saw that Axe. I was like, bro, you got Axe body spray up in here.
The secret season.
Yeah. looking like cool nights. I don't even know one of theirs.
Yeah, bye.
When you do the prayers tonight, just get Rad's mom in there if you can.
Raz mom. Okay.
He's up in
That's what he's in Canada for?
Canada.
Okay.
I won't go into all the little stuff, but you
I got you. Lord knows.
That's right.
Lord knows. All right.
Still in one piece. It's good.
Still in one piece. Doesn't have a whole lot of frosty on the end of
I
it.
got the frost.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. Well, are you watching the cheerleaders so closely back here?
He was. He was.
Is that why that job's right here?
Jeff Poland. Jeff Poland's
I thought it was that
putting his mouth back up. Yeah. All right. Well,
Ain't no shame in it.
we're gonna pray. Pray for Raz's mom. Also pray for Daniel's little girl. Got some tests coming back. Praying about those. So y'all keep. Shelly Galloway had hip replacement surgery yesterday. Okay.
Everything looked okay.
Caden Blake's got alpha gal. Is that right? Did I pronounce that right?
Ain't nothing, man.
Alpha gal. Alpha gal.
What is that?
You can't eat any mammals.
He did. He got
Nothing, man. Nothing, man.
wow.
Yeah.
Tick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awful.
That is pretty bad. Okay. All right. Hey, thank y'all for watching. We're going to pray it out like we always do. Thank you for Boars Night Out and Team White Lightning sponsoring our old school popsicles and prayer. And let's finish this like we always do with a good word of prayer. Our gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this night of fellowship, Lord. Thank you for loving us, for your gift of salvation, Lord. And know that it's not something we've earned. It's not something that we did anything for, that I'm good enough for. Lord, you just gave it to us, and you just want us to accept this great gift of salvation, Lord. Thank you so much for loving us that much, for dying on the cross for us. Lord, just be with Raz and his mom, and be with Daniel's family, and the Galloways, and Lord, just thank you for protecting us. Thank you for comforting us. Thank you for giving us peace that only you can. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Popsicles are really good and soft right now.
Now it is perfect.
Perfect. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'm sure everybody's watching CNN or something real important and not watching this. But, man, try to cut the news off. Your life will be a lot happier. Pick up your Bible, open that up, and cut the news off. I promise you'll have a lot more joy in your life. Thank y'all so much. Love God, love people, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Maybe Mark Lambert will be here. Just keep him in your prayers as he travels home and tries to make it here. And we'll see y'all sometime next week, probably. If not, we'll let you know. Thank y'all. Love God, love people, y'all. Thank you.
All right.